Hi English learners, and welcome to another episode of English Lessons with Grammarman. Today I'm making a video especially for one of our fellow subscribers, Beat from Switzerland, who has left a comment in the comment section asking for a video about the correct placement of adverbs in a sentence. Great question, Beat. This is such a common mistake that I see English learners make, but the good news is that there are a couple of simple rules which will make correct adverb placement much easier. So let's get straight into it. First, I will give you a quick review of what adverbs are, and then I will explain the rules regarding the correct positioning of adverbs in a sentence. Now, adverbs are words that tell us more about other words. They can tell us more about a verb, more about an adjective, or more about another adverb, but they cannot tell us more about a noun, because adjectives do that. Adverbs answer the questions how, when, where, to what extent, or why. In the sentence, the big dog snores loudly. Big is an adjective describing the noun dog. Then we have a verb, snores, and the adverb loudly. The adverb loudly is telling us how the dog snores. He snores loudly. Now, as I mentioned, many learners of English, the problems that they have with adverbs is the position in the sentence. Now, there are some rules which will make things a lot clearer. Adverbs can go in different positions in the sentence, but the golden rule is where not to put the adverb. Okay, the adverb never goes between the verb and the object. I'm going to put it up on the magic board because that is the absolute golden ticket to getting adverb placement correct. I'll give you an example of an incorrect sentence. She plays really well the piano. Incorrect. The correct sentence is she plays the piano really well. Really well is the adverb answering the question how. Another example. I painted carefully the house. What is the adverb in this sentence? Carefully. Carefully is the adverb answering the question how, telling us more about the verb, painted. Now, is it in the correct position though? Yes or no? What do you think? It's in the incorrect position because it's between the verb, painted, and the object, house. It breaks the golden rule. So we could say, I carefully painted the house. This is called mid-position. Or we could say, I painted the house carefully, which is end position. Both are correct. Now, adverbs can go in three main positions. Front position, end position, and mid position. Front position is nice and easy. An example, maybe I'll go for a walk. End position, they ate dinner quietly. This is after the noun. Adjectives usually go before the noun, the big dog, and adverbs often go after the verb plus noun. They ate dinner quietly. So that's end position, after the verb and noun. If there is no noun, then end position is after the main verb. They ate quietly. Now, mid position means before the main verb. I carefully painted the house. So before the main verb. Even if there is more than one verb in the clause, so there's a modal verb or an auxiliary verb, then mid position is still before the main verb. For example, they have completely forgotten about our meeting today. Still before the main verb, forgotten. Now, however, If the main verb is to be, so am, is, are, was or were, then mid position means after the main verb. You are never on time. Okay, a simple way of saying all of this is that mid position is before the main verb, unless the main verb is be, or to be, am, is, are, was or were. And then mid position means after that verb. Okay, so that's the rules that we need to know. But different adverbs also go in different positions, and they can have different meanings in different positions. So what I'd like to do is simplify it as much as possible for you now, and what I'll do is cover the main adverbs and their positions. I'll start with adverbs of manner. These answer the question how. So quickly, slowly, easily, happily, well, badly, seriously. These are all examples of adverbs of manner, and they normally go in the end position. He corrected his mistake quickly. She passed the test easily. We accepted the invitation happily. Or they can also go in the mid position. He quickly corrected his mistake. She easily passed the test. And we happily accepted the invitation. Now, just to be difficult, some adverbs of manner can only go in the end position after the verb and noun. An example could be, he talks so fast. In this example, there is no noun, so end position is after the verb, talks. He talks so fast, so you can't say, he so fast talks. Alright, then we can talk about adverbs of time, which answer the question when. For example, daily, weekly, every year, last week, all adverbs of time, and they are normally in the end position. I study English every day. We went to Australia last year. I speak with my mother daily. All adverbs of time. Another common adverb is an adverb of frequency. Now these include often, usually, frequently, occasionally, sometimes, always, never. Always and never are very common, and these go in mid position before the main verb. An example, I always wake up early. We never imagined this would be so hard. Now the other adverbs of frequency can go in various positions, but just remember the key rule. Let's check if we remember it. Which of these sentences containing an adverb of frequency is incorrect? We occasionally drink wine. Occasionally we drink wine. We drink occasionally wine. Or we drink wine occasionally. Have a think which one out of those four is incorrect. Okay, I'll tell you, it is number 3. We drink occasionally wine. Because the key rule is don't put an adverb between the verb, drink, and the object, wine. Alrighty, and finally, the last type of adverb that I want to explain for you guys is emphasizing adverbs. An example of these are very, really, extremely, pretty, almost. These are very common and usually go in the mid position before the word that they emphasize. We're very tired. Their new baby is really cute. This lesson is pretty easy to understand. Don't worry, we're almost finished. And finally, I know this may seem quite confusing, but if you remember the golden rule, you will greatly improve your use of adverbs, because it's such a common mistake. Fixing that mistake, the golden rule, you'll be 3/4 of the way there, guys. Okay, so that's it for another lesson there. A nice overview of adverbs. A great way to improve your adverbs is by watching documentaries, reading, and basically from exposure to English. You may be pleasantly surprised that you say a lot of these adverbs quite naturally in the correct position. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to click the big red subscribe button if this video helped you. Share it with friends who will also benefit and give it a like. All these things help me reach more English learners like yourselves and motivate me to bring out better and better content. So it's really a win-win, and I really appreciate the support. As always, have a ripper of a day, everybody. Cheers.